What if the secret to peak performance? The key to mastering any skill isn't about trying harder. What if it's about trying less? This isn't a modern productivity hack. It's an ancient philosophy, a timeless secret to achieving a state of perfect, effortless action, a state modern science now calls flow. But thousands of years ago, the Taoist masters called it Wu Wei. Today, we decode the art of action without action and reveal how you can apply it to your modern life. The Tao Te Ching, the foundational text of Taoism, introduces a concept that seems like a paradox: Wu Wei. It translates to non-action or effortless action. It's not about laziness or passivity. It's about aligning yourself so perfectly with the natural course of things that your actions become as effortless and as powerful as a river flowing to the sea. The Taoist masters saw life as this great river. It has a current, a natural direction. Most of us spend our lives fighting it. We swim desperately against the current, trying to force our will upon the world, believing that more effort equals more results. We exhaust ourselves only to be swept away anyway. The practitioner of Wu Wei understands this is futile. Instead of fighting the river, they learn to navigate it. They know when to paddle, when to steer, and most importantly, when to simply let go and trust the flow. This is action without struggle. The philosopher Zhuangzi told a story of a cook named Ting, who cut oxen for his lord. His movements were so graceful, so fluid, he seemed to be dancing rather than working. The lord, amazed, asked for his secret. Ting put down his knife and replied, "What I care about is the way which goes beyond skill. When I first began cutting up oxen, all I could see was the ox itself. After 3 years, I no longer saw the whole ox. And now, I go at it by spirit and don't look with my eyes. I follow the natural lines, guiding the blade through the large openings, never touching the smallest ligament or tendon." He explained that a good cook changes his knife once a year because he cuts. A mediocre cook, once a month, because he hacks. But his knife was 19 years old, and as sharp as if it had just come from the whetstone. He didn't use force. He didn't hack against the bone. He found the path of least resistance. He understood the nature of the ox and moved in harmony with it. That is the essence of Wu Wei. What the ancient Taoists described as a spiritual harmony, modern psychology has a name for: flow state. The psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi dedicated his life to studying this phenomenon. He found that flow is a state of optimal experience, where you are so immersed in an activity that nothing else seems to matter. Your sense of time disappears. Your actions and awareness merge. You perform at your peak effortlessly. Csikszentmihalyi discovered that flow happens in a channel between two states: anxiety and boredom. If a task is too difficult for your skill level, you feel anxiety. If a task is too easy, you feel boredom. The flow channel is that perfect balance where the challenge is high enough to keep you engaged, but not so high that it becomes overwhelming. It's the space where your skills are perfectly matched to the task at hand, just like Cook Ting and his ox. So how do we find this state of effortless action in our lives? Ancient wisdom and modern science point to 3 practical keys. First, have a clear goal. The river flows to the sea. Cook Ting knew the structure of the ox. To achieve flow, you need a clear objective. It's not a vague wish, but a specific outcome you are moving towards. This clarity directs your energy and eliminates distraction. Second, create an immediate feedback loop. A master navigator feels the river's current. A master cook feels the space between the bones. You need to see the consequences of your actions in real time. This allows for constant micro-adjustments. When writing, see the words appear. When playing an instrument, hear the notes. This feedback keeps you locked in the present moment. Third, master the challenge. Skill balance. This is the ultimate key. You must constantly adjust the difficulty of your tasks. If you feel bored, increase the challenge. Add a time limit. Raise the stakes. If you feel anxious, break the task down into smaller parts or focus on improving your skills before trying again. The goal is to always operate at the very edge of your current ability. The wisdom of Wu Wei and the science of flow teach us the same lesson. The greatest achievements in life do not come from brute force, but from intelligent, harmonious action. It's about letting go of the desperate need to control everything. It's about cultivating your skills so deeply that your actions become second nature. It's about respecting the natural order of things and finding your perfect place within it. This is the art of effortless action. It's the art of achieving more by trying less. This is the art of living in flow.